On the outside, Chris Watts had the perfect life, a beautiful wife, 2 little girls, a new house in Colorado, smiling family photos on Facebook, vacation pictures, pregnancy announcements, videos of birthday parties. He looked like the kind of man who had everything, but in August 2018, his family vanished, and the truth was far darker than anyone imagined. On August 13, 2018, Shanann Watts, minus 15 weeks pregnant, was reported missing. So were her daughters, 4-year-old Bella, 3-year-old Celeste. Chris went on local news, calm, soft-spoken. Smiling slightly, he pleaded for their safe return. If they're out there, just come back. Something felt wrong. His eyes didn't match his words. There were no tears, no panic, just performance. Police searched the house. Nothing looked disturbed. No signs of forced entry. Shanann's phone was still inside. Her car was still in the garage. Her purse was still on the counter. A mother of 2 doesn't leave without those things. The walls of the perfect home were already cracking. Detectives began reviewing footage from a neighbor's security camera. It showed Chris backing his truck into the driveway at 5:27 a.m., loading something into the bed of the truck. Slowly, methodically, he stood there longer than necessary, like someone trying to look normal, but failing. Inside an interrogation room, investigators confronted him. They brought in a polygraph examiner. Chris agreed to take the test. He failed, badly. His breathing changed, his hands trembled, the mask was slipping. After hours of questioning, Chris finally broke, but not with the truth. At first, he blamed Shanann. He claimed he saw her hurting the girls, and in a fit of rage, he killed her. It was a desperate lie, but it didn't last long. The real story was worse. Chris Watts had been having an affair. He wanted a new life, a fresh start. No responsibilities, no children, no marriage. On the night Shanann returned from a business trip, they argued. And sometime before dawn, he strangled her. Then he drove his daughters, still alive, to an oil-field worksite. His own daughters, strapped in the back seat, sitting beside their mother's body for nearly an hour. At the site, he smothered them, one by one. Then he placed their small bodies inside oil tanks and buried Shanann in a shallow grave nearby. The perfect husband, the devoted father, erased his entire family before sunrise. What disturbed investigators most wasn't just the crime, it was his calmness, the way he stood on television, the way he texted friends, the way he tried to sell the house days later, as if nothing had happened, as if he had simply deleted a life. Chris Watts pleaded guilty to avoid the death penalty. He was sentenced to 5 life sentences without parole. He now spends his days in a maximum security prison, writing letters, claiming regret, claiming faith, but there is no explanation that makes sense, no motive that feels human enough. The Watts case shocked the world because it destroyed an illusion. We expect monsters to look dangerous, unstable, violent, obvious. Chris Watts looked ordinary, and that's what made him terrifying. Behind perfect photos, behind polished smiles, sometimes the darkest secrets are waiting, and sometimes the person asking for help on camera is the one you should fear most.